The following video is brought to you by Diamond Foam and Fabric.
Welcome to the Santa Monica Beat. I'm Julie Garcia. This week's top story is brought to you by downtown Santa Monica, where people flooded the 3rd Street Promenade on Saturday for the Buy Local Expo. The Beat's Michelle Hummel was there.
Businesses set up their tents on the promenade to bring out the community at the 2nd annual Buy Local Expo.
It's really grown a lot since last year. Last year we had about 70 different participants, and this year we have over 90. And also we have a lot more businesses that are part of the Buy Local campaign. We're up to 500 businesses already.
Every dollar that's spent locally keeps getting turned over locally and gets respent and spent again and spent again. So that money staying inside the community benefits one business, then it benefits another business, and another after that. So when we keep spending locally, we are really benefiting the local economy.
Buy Local Expo is a whole bunch of people, over 90 exhibitors, who are here to say, I'm here. I'm your local business. You know, come to my place of business, support me.
Well, the city has dubbed this weekend as Buy Local Weekend. That is not to say that this should be the only time to buy in Santa Monica. The city encourages everyone to buy locally 365 days a year. For the Santa Monica Beat, I'm Michelle Hummel.
Thank you, Michelle. And now here's a quick tip on dog walking from the Westside Pet Clinic.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cynthia Ravatic from Westside Pet Clinic with your pet tip of the week. Walking your dog can sometimes feel like a chore if they're pulling on leash. In order to teach your dog good leash manners, you'll need many tasty treats and a 4 to 6 foot leash. Start walking at a quick pace, and the moment your dog tugs on the leash, stop. Call him back to you and ask him to sit, then start again. Reward him often with treats for walking next to you. Use a verbal command such as slow or easy, and reward as appropriate. For more challenging dogs, try a gentle leader to help them focus their direction. I'm Dr. Hervatic, and that's been your pet tip of the week.
In the mix this week, Easter is on its way, and the Santa Monica Playhouse will host an event for the entire family. Kids and their parents are invited to sit in for storytelling, sing-alongs, and an Easter fairy tale, among other things. The activities start on Sunday at 1. And the city voted to extend the time on fundraising for a controversial sculpture, so supporters of the artist Paul Conrad got to work right away. Here's the Beat's Erica Einen with the story.
The group Save Our Sculpture hosted a screening of a documentary about cartoonist Paul Conrad on Sunday. The city of Santa Monica could take down Conrad's chain reaction sculpture soon because the cost of repair is too high.
What do we do when things wear down? Do we get rid of them, or do we restore them and strengthen them and bring them back? It's imperative that artists and activists come together to save this. Paul Conrad was probably the best editorial cartoonist anywhere.
The fact that he could come up with a concept that was important, have a unique take on it, be able to reduce that expression to an image, and then draw the hell out of it. Name me 3 or 4 other people in all of history that have been able to do that, and that'll be about the limit.
The chain reaction sculpture is the biggest sculpture he ever made, and it's a really important piece of public art with a very strong statement, and it deserves to be preserved.
For the last 20 years, Conrad's chain reaction has stood between the Civic Center and City Hall, but in that time, the statue has worn down. If supporters can't raise enough money by November 15th, the city could lose this work by the famous artist forever. For the Santa Monica Beat, I'm Erica Einen.
Thank you, Erica. And now for sports, here's Spencer Lee.
Thank you, Julie. I am Spencer Lee, and the local Santa Monica teams are on spring break this week, but that didn't stop them from playing some games before the layoff. Let's go to the highlights. Samuel High hosting Hawthorne in their league opener on Tuesday. The teams are scoreless in the 4th, but the Vikings ended that drought all at once. Mason Landis knocks a base hit into center, and Nobu Suzuki will score from second. Then bases loaded for Ryan Barber, and he'll knock in a run with a base hit of his own. Then later in the inning, Suzuki returns the favor with a line drive to left field to bring home 2 more runs. The Vikings scored 8 runs in the 4th inning and put the shackles on the Cougars with a 9-0 win. Now on to Pacifica Christian on Thursday. After losing to Milken Community by 1 run on Tuesday, the Seawolves got some payback. After a 4-run first inning, John Register continues the carnage when he gets this ball high, deep, and out of sight for a free pass home. Then Kevin Hammer at the plate, and he will drill this one down the third base line to bring in 3 runs with a triple. And finally, Keenan Pierandozzi Howes finds a little bit of luck in right field as 3 Wildcats lose it in the sun, and Kevin Hammer strolls in as the Seawolves take out some frustration on Milken, 15-7. And that's all for sports. For more on the spring teams in the city, keep up to date with the Santa Monica Mirror every Friday. Julie?
And that does it for us. Be sure to join us next Monday at 9 a.m. Until then, I'm Julie Garcia for the Santa Monica Beat, brought to you by Diamond Foam and Fabric.